guys, and welcome to my second singles series game. This is a game which is also on Freight. Sorry about it being on Freight again, but you know, I don't know what's wrong with me really. I just get good plays on Freight. But no, this is against a guy which is a very good player. I played him in Modern Warfare 3 singles, I think 4 times, and out of those 4 times, he's actually won 3 of those matches. This guy's a very good player. As I said, I've played him so many times before, and he's just brilliant. I mean, this game that you're about to watch now, I was itching to get this uploaded. It is a great game. A bit embarrassing for the first few rounds. I do choke rather badly, but in all, it's a good game, and that, you know, we can learn a lot from it. I definitely learned quite a bit from it. So I'm going to start off with my Bison here. Many of the tactics you'll be seeing in this video are also some that I used in my last video. I'll be getting you some new tactics to show you a bit later on. On Freight, they all seem to be the same. I need to sort them out really, because it's not really ideal, but I'm using the same tactics all the time. But yeah, the first round here, I'm going to take my Bison. I'm going to do exactly the same I did against the other guy that I played the other day. I'm going to rush the far left side through red, and this time though, I'm not going to try and get into his spawn. I don't want to push this guy too hard. I've played the first map against him on Octane and won against him 6-5. The second map on Warhawk, I lost 6-4. And I know this guy from experience in Modern Warfare 3, and also because the last 2 maps I played against him, I know that he is very aggressive. So I don't want to be pushing him too hard, because either he's going to run into me and get the kill off me. He does have, as you'll be able to see in a minute, he does have better gun skill than me, and it is on his host. So challenging him directly isn't a good idea, as you can see here. That was obviously mainly due to my aim being a bit off. But also because his aim, if you look here, he is an incredible player. Like I already said, his aim is spot on, and you'll be able to see more of that later on in the game. His aim gets better and better as the game goes on. So yeah, going into the second round, I'm attacking, and you're going to see a bit of a strange tactic here. A very strange tactic, in fact. Yeah. Basically, what I'm going to be doing here is what I need to do is I need to try and make sure, try and get him to not rush too hard. And as you can see here, I miss both my shots, and he picks me off from the top of the train. Now the reason why I just said that I don't want him to rush too hard is I want to get it into his head that he can't rush the middle of the map. I want to get him to try and play defensively, and so far using assault rifles against him during the second map hasn't made him stop rushing. What I want to be doing is pushing him into the buildings, making sure that he can't use. There's plenty of place for me to flank him, and at the moment the only way of doing that seems to be hitting him with a sniper rifle. During the first map I hit him with a sniper rifle and he kind of retreated back into the building, so I want to try and make sure he does that again. Okay, this round I am going to be switching to my Remington, and I'm going to be bottom Owens watching the cross. I know he rushes, so I know this is going to be something which... I know he rushes, so I know he's going to run straight into my aim. I'm not able to pick him off, and I think just out of nerves I threw a frag grenade and missed, completely missed him, and almost ended up fragging myself. This game I was quite nervous this match, to be honest, because I knew this guy was a good player. The only reason why I'm playing this match is because I joined one of my friend's parties and he was in there and he challenged me to a game, and I'm not one to decline challenges, so I made sure I accepted it. But yeah, as you can see here, I was watching the entrance out of B, because I don't want him escaping and running away, and he's not coming out here either, so I know he's in B somewhere. But as you see here, as I go around to try and pick him off, there's his gun skill yet again. You'll be able to see this is a very good play from him. He's got the bomb down there. He wants to be doing things. He obviously has worked out that doing things that are a bit strange really works against me, because I don't expect people to be. I work kind of knowing that people are going to be doing predictable stuff.
Search and destroy.
So that was fairly unpredictable. I didn't expect him to just be constantly checking it back and forth. Right. So this round I'm going to be using my Maverick again. I'm going to switch over to my Maverick now. There we go. And I'm going to be watching the middle of the map. Last time he rushed the middle. The time before that, I assume he rushed the middle. It was very yeah. So I know he rushes the middle map quite a bit, and so I'm going to use my Maverick here to try and pick him off again, try and push him back into those buildings. You know, if you're wondering, if you're struggling to understand why I'm using a Maverick, if you were to rush across the middle map in a match of your own, and someone was to hit you with a sniper, the general gist you would get off that is not to rush the middle of the map, because there's a sniper watching the cross, and you know you can get picked off normally by a sniper in one bullet. So here's what I'm trying to. That's exactly what I'm trying to make him think at the moment. I don't want him rushing middle map because that's a real issue for me. So I'm going to cart here, and I'm going to check the far left side. I'm going to check all these bits where he could be lying behind the trains, where he could be sitting in buildings and the like. Look over at the cross here, and in a minute I'm going to be pushing into the buildings because I think I think the time I tried to hit him with the Maverick before has already convinced him to sit in the buildings. In that case, then I was a bit of an idiot getting out of this round. But oh well. Yeah, I'll check top roof here, and I'm just going to check in fire because I don't want him sitting sound horn bombs in later rounds. I've run out of time now, so there's no point in trying to go for plants, and I lose the 4th round right there.
Switching sides.
Okay, then this round I am going to be using, I think first of all I switched to a Bison, is it? I think it's I switched to a Bison first, no, it's an MTAR. And I'm going to pretend to shoot open the gate, or it's just me missing. One or the other, I can't remember now, I played the game last night. But yeah, I'm going to make my way up to the roof, and just sit over here, and I'm going to play quite campy against this guy. He's, as I said, he's an incredibly aggressive player, so I want to be getting him to push past me, not recognising where I am or what I'm doing. I don't want him trying to figure out what my tactics are, even though it's quite clear by now that I like using a Maverick, which I think has confused him more than enough in this game. So yeah, I'm just going to sit on this roof. I'm going to be sound horing air. I can hear the bomb. If he goes for the plant, I can hear the click from that. If he goes along to the B side through, from gate, I can see it through that tiny little gap down there on the left side. I can see through the door, so I should be able to see his shadow over there if he goes in that way. But I'm just going to sit up here. In a minute, there we go, I see him run through there. I don't think he's seen me, but he obviously has. So now the most important thing now is to get out of the building by the most unexpected direction. The more unexpected, the better. And as you can see here, that works. As I came out of that building.
Get ready for the next round.
As I came out of the building from the back and then went back into it again, that's a very weird tactic, something that he definitely wasn't expecting. And that paid off, and I got the kill on that round.
Halftime.
Okay, then I'm not quite sure whether this is just out of nerves again, or whether it was because I actually wanted to get the message, across to him properly to stay in the buildings. But again, I switched to my Maverick in the attacking round. But this time I actually managed to get a kill with it, which is good because using it 3 rounds and losing 3 rounds, I may as well get 1 kill with it. So I'm gonna again watch the cross, sit down here, and wait for him to rush it, which, as you can see, he does, and I pick him off there.
Excellent job, team. Get ready for the next round.
So I'm now hoping that from now on he will stay in the buildings. I think I've got it. I think I've hammered it into him enough by now that I'm going to be watching the cross almost every round with a sniper rifle or an assault rifle or something to that effect. So he should be thinking I'm trying to get him to think about what he's doing and change his tactics, which I hope now will work. But yeah, going into this next round, I'm going to get my MTAR out, and I'm going to use one of the tactics that you've seen in my last video. I'm going to shoot open that gate, and I'm going to go straight underground and just try and rush him harder. He's so far had the momentum throughout the entirety of the second map and the entirety of this map so far. So I'm going to be trying to reclaim that momentum and get my rushes on. As you could see from earlier on in this game, I have been playing very, very defensively, so I really want to be trying to switch that up. As you can see there, he's not expecting me to be behind him. I didn't go for the shot because I don't want him running away. So I know if he runs away and he finds out where I am, he's going to do something that I don't want him to do, such as running to B, planting it, or even worse, trying to be clever and plant A. So I've seen him go into red, so I know he's generally hovering around A. I don't want him going up into top red and seeing me in white, so I'm going to move down to a more defendable position, somewhere where he's not likely to see me. By this time I'm kind of thinking that he may have gone to B, so I'm just going to check the A bomb, and it turns out that he's not here, so he has probably gone to B. And now I'm going to push around my spawn, taking care to check all my corners because I don't want him sitting somewhere and running out on me. So I'm going to make sure I check where I'm getting. And I'm going to run into timber here, and I'm going to try and get in a position where I can run to both A and B very quickly. So as you can see right here, if he plants B, I can see which way he runs, and if he plants A, I can come out back red. But in this case, he actually doesn't plant the bomb.
Excellent job.
I get around him in there.
For the next round. Switching sides.
So yeah, this next attacking round, I'm going to be doing the exact same thing, rushing him harder than he rushes me in order to try and reclaim some momentum. I know I'm not going to be able to kill him straight up because of his gun skill and because of his connection. But I'm going to run straight through train tracks hoping he's sat in the building, which he's actually not, but I managed to pick him off there, which I'm very happy with, and as you can see I'm running around marching in the air and shooting at random crap. So, you know, I was actually surprised that worked. I didn't expect him to rush again, especially not after the last few rounds of the sniper rifle, but he did. But I'm really happy I managed to get the kill on him there, and that's a big round, neutralizing it down at 4-4.
Search and destroy.
So this time I'm going to, again, be rushing as hard as possible. I was originally going to go underground again, but I changed my mind and decided to go through red. And I'm going to be really aggressive. Exactly the same tactic as in that other video. If you haven't watched my other singles video on Freight yet, I'd suggest you go and watch that. That's also quite a cracking game. But yeah, I run through his spawn here using the exact same tactic, trying to be as aggressive as possible to muck up his, you know, stop his momentum, which I don't think he has now after losing 4 rounds in a row. He's probably quite worried he's going to choke the match, and that enables me to have an awful lot of momentum on him. So yeah, going down into here, he hasn't been in his spawn or anywhere around A, so I'm now going to just sit at B. I feel quite sure he's either in B or he's checking the buildings, the Owens buildings around A. Whichever one he's doing, I'm hoping that either, and yeah, as you can see possibly there, he plants the bomb and I get the kill off him there, going 5-4 up. So I'm really quite chuffed with myself by now. I mean, I was losing 4-0, now I'm 5-4 up. It's been a great game. I mean, if he was to beat me now, I wouldn't be upset about it.
Switching sides.
It's been a good game, and yeah, going into this last round, I'm going to switch it up again. I was bang slow at the start. I started rushing, and it's been working. So he's not going to expect me to switch it up if my rushes are working so well. I'm hoping he's going to be more defensive himself. If he is being more defensive, then he's going to be watching the rush routes because he thinks I'm going to rush. So I'm going to switch it up yet again and go with another defensive. Go with a defensive kind of configuration with this Remington here. Just in case he is still rushing, I'm going to make sure I preempt the rush routes, making sure he doesn't get behind me or anywhere I don't want him to get to. But at the moment he doesn't seem to be pushing me, so I'm thinking that what I've done has worked, and he is in a defensive position. I've been building up to making him think defensively throughout the entire game, the snipers and with the rushes in the middle of the map. So I think I've convinced him to play defensively, which is good because that's what I was aiming for since round 1. I lost a few rounds using that Maverick, but I think it's paid off because he's definitely sat somewhere which isn't, well, he's not rushing, he's definitely sat down somewhere. So all I need to do now is find out which corner he's sat in and play it defensively. Not rush too hard. But as you can see here, I only have 23 seconds left on the timer, so I do need to be doing something. I'm pretty sure by now he's either going to be sat at the back of B, which would be really strange, and I just don't think he'd be sat in B when I'm 1 round away from winning. That's far too risky. So I'm going to check these buildings. I go past roof. He could have been on roof, but actually I walk down here and I can see him, as I predicted, as I hoped he would, playing defensively in the bottom of Owens, and I pick up the kill there for the 6-4 comeback win. And as you can see, he dashboards. It was a cracking game. That was the 3rd map, and I managed to win it, so it was great. Anyway guys, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.